Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. Welcome to our exploration of the exciting and rapidly evolving world of artificial intelligence and machine learning. In this presentation, we'll dive into the key concepts, applications, and ethical considerations that are shaping the future of these transformative technologies. So let's proceed. What is AI? Artificial intelligence, or AI, refers to the development of computer systems capable of performing tasks that traditionally require human intelligence, such as learning, problem-solving, and decision-making. AI system can analyze data, identify patterns, and make predictions to automate and optimize various processes. So again, what is AI? Artificial intelligence is the development of computer systems that can do tasks that usually need human intelligence. These tasks can include things like thinking, learning, understanding language, and making decisions. AI system can look at large amount of data, find patterns, and use that information to make predictions or automate tasks. For example, AI is used in virtual assistants like Siri or Alexa, in self-driving cars, and even in healthcare to help doctors diagnose diseases. Next is machine learning. So, what is machine learning? Machine learning is a subset of AI that focuses on the development of algorithms and statistical models that allow systems to perform a specific task effectively without being explicitly programmed. ML systems can learn and improve from experience, enabling them to adapt and make more accurate decisions over time. It means that machine learning is a type of AI that focuses on how computers can learn from data without being specifically programmed for every task. Instead of telling a machine exactly what to do, we give it data, and it learns from recognizing pattern from that data that was given. For example, ML helps email system detect spam by learning from previous email labeled as spam or not spam. Over time, the system gets better at identifying spam message on its own. So the difference between AI and ML is that AI is the broader concept. It's about making machines smart and capable of performing tasks like humans, while ML is a part of AI. It's the method that allows machines to learn and improve from experience without being reprogrammed.
So now let's talk about how does machine learning work. So the first step in machine learning, it is to gather relevant data, or what we called data collection. So these data can come from different sources such as customer interactions, sensor readings, or online activity. So the data collection, it is a critical and necessary stage in any data-related project. So sa machine learning, yung data collection is ginagawa muna siya bago yung iba pang mga steps tulad ng data processing, model training, and testing. So take note, yung process ng pag-collect natin ng data is hindi siya natatapos kasi kailangan ulit natin gumamit ng another fresh data para mag-retrain and para mag-improve pa yung existing ML models natin or machine learning models, and also para makuha yung mga insights tungkol sa consumers and market trends. So the next stage is the data processing. So once the data is collected, it needs to be cleaned, organized, and transformed into a format that can be analyzed by machine learning algorithms. So, yung data processing is para siyang mabilis na paraan or mabilis na way para mapabuti and also mapaganda yung quality ng data na na-collect natin dun sa first stage na ginawa. So, karamihan or kadalasan, yung hakbang na to or yung stage na to is dito katulad ng ginagawa natin sa data quality management, tulad ng data cleansing, profiling, and integration. So, the third one is the model training. After the data is processed, the machine learning algorithms are trained on it. So this process allows the system to recognize patterns and relationships which it can then use to make predictions or decisions. So yung model training sa machine learning is super important kasi dito natututo yung machine na maghanap ng patterns, mag-predict ng outcomes, and also mag-detect ng anomalies or any possible risk na pwedeng ma-encounter. So, yung stage na to is mahalaga para magamit yung machine learning sa mga business decisions and operations and para makuha ulit natin yung mga insights na makakatulong sa pagiging success nito. So, the last one is the model evaluation. So, after ng training, the model is tested with new, unseen data to check its accuracy and performance. So this will ensure that model is ready for use in the real world. So yung model evaluation, dito tinetest natin kung gaano ka-accurate yung model. Maraming metrics na ginagamit dito tulad ng accuracy, precision, recall, and marami pang iba. So, mahalagang part to ng process kasi dito natin malalaman kung paano magpe-perform yung model sa mga future data. So, kasama rin dito is yung cross-validation kung saan may technique para matest yung performance ng model habang tinitrain pa lang. Now, let's proceed to the applications of AI and machine learning in business. So, the first one is the chatbots and virtual assistants, which can provide automated customer support and answer frequently asked questions, and even engage in more complex conversations to help customers with their needs. So these two is ginagamit nga natin para mag-provide tayo ng automated customer support like ordering products or troubleshooting problems without needing human intervention or human help para mas maging mabilis and also mas maging efficient. So the next one is the predictive analytics. So machine learning algorithms can analyze large datasets to identify patterns and trends, enabling businesses to make more accurate forecasts, optimize operations, and mitigate risk. So just like what I said earlier, machine learning algorithms are capable of analyzing large amounts of data to find patterns and trends. So by this, businesses can make more accurate forecasts like predicting customer behavior or future sales that will also help them optimize their operations and reduce risk by making better decisions based on data insights. So the third one is the personalization and recommendations. AI and machine learning can be used to create personalized experiences for customers such as customized product recommendations, content suggestions, and targeted marketing campaigns. So the machine learning and AI can help businesses create more personalized experiences for their customers. So for example, when you shop online, AI can recommend you products based on your past behavior or preferences, and also can tailor content or even marketing campaigns na mas relevant sa'yo or mas connected sa gusto mo, increasing the chances of customer satisfactions and sales. So the last one is the automation and optimization. So the AI and machine learning can automate repetitive tasks, optimize workflows, and streamline business processes, freeing up employees to focus more on strategic and creative work. So the AI can be used to automate repetitive tasks like data entry or report generation and optimize business workflows. This will help businesses become more efficient and save time. So since some tasks nga are automated na, hindi na kailangan ng help ng human, yung mga employees can focus more on strategic and creative work like coming up with new ideas or improving customer relationships.
Let us deepen our understanding of the aforementioned topics, which are the AI chatbots and virtual assistants. What are AI chatbots and virtual assistants, and how do they help businesses? AI chatbots and virtual assistants are technology-powered tools that handles customer interactions and manage routine tasks via consistent automation. If you remember yourself getting into a website and saw a tool that directs into a conversation with a company employee that answers all your queries in a second, then you have already met yourself an AI virtual assistant or a chatbot. These artificial intelligence systems are powerful technologies that plays a vital role in business companies, because it helps business owners and managers in handling tasks in a way that will save the most of their time and money. These AI chatbots and virtual assistants serve so many purposes in business companies. Some of its functions are first, customer support. Just imagine online shops like Lazada or Shopee that encounters with thousands of users and customers every day. Half of these needs employees that will answer their questions and that will respond to their concerns every day. While the managers of these companies engage in multifarious tasks that can cause them a back pain. When these said companies adopt AI virtual assistants and chatbots, they can engage with these burdensome tasks 3 times faster and cost efficient. These AI chatbot and assistants capabilities in handling tasks are also admirable because these tools can serve their function 24/7. So anytime in a day, they can be available to their customers. Because of this AI, not just that the company can manage customer interactions efficiently, but customers will also more likely to get satisfied for these tools' convenience and friendliness for them. Second is language translation. Artificial intelligence like chatbots is also helpful in helping a user to understand a concept that is full of jargons or a language that is not sharp in his vocabulary. Because of this function of AI virtual assistants and chatbots, the barriers that rise because of language difficulties can be addressed easily as artificial intelligence are flexible in nature so they can have a wide understanding of almost all concepts. Next is scheduling and appointments. Going back to the concept of manager, a manager as a head of company handles multiple tasks that can be dizzy in the head and painful in the back. How can he deal with these workloads and exhaustion at the same time? These issues can be lessened with utilization of artificial virtual assistants. Just like a regular employee, you can demand an AI virtual assistant to list your schedules in a comprehensive manner. This helps managers or any employee in tracking its schedule real-time without even human intervention. An AI virtual assistant or chatbot is also helpful in setting appointments with several third parties which you have an interest with. In general, artificial intelligence can help you manage your calendar, booking meetings, setting reminder, and even rescheduling meeting with your clients. Lastly, data-driven insights. One of the most admirable functions of artificial intelligence is their ability to read vast amount of data and even provide a comprehensive insights about it. This function helps businesses to understand their customer behavior, even the most complicated behavior of their demand and sales. With this artificial intelligence, businesses can also understand their weaknesses and strengths, which increases their chances of improving in terms of decision making, operations, and customer engagement, which also boosts their company advantage, specifically in competition. Predictive analytics and forecasting. We have learned that one of the functions of machine learning is to analyze large datasets to identify patterns and trends. What are more other that predictive analytics and forecasting can serve in business operations? First in the list is demand forecasting. Knowing how much must they produce is very important for every business entity, as this helps them to promote sustainability in their company while being committed to profit growth. When we say demand forecasting, we are talking about the capability of the system or the analytics to read dataset about the demand of customers in prospective manner. This function of predictive analytics is so helpful in businesses as it enables them to optimize their inventory. Demand forecasting is the key to minimizing costs, minimizing waste, and maximizing profitability. Risk mitigation. Predictive analytics and forecasting tools give business an early warning about potential risks that could deter their economic growth, such as failures, supply chain disruptions, and a huge loss in profitability. When businesses conduct proper adoption of these tools, they can help their company to mitigate these risks and take proactive measures so if the risk is not avoided, can be properly welcomed by the company. Churn prediction. Churn prediction is the process of analyzing and forecasting customer behavior by monitoring their product usage patterns, detecting changes, and predicting when customers are likely to discontinue using a product or service. With the use of predictive analytics, business companies can come up with plans on improving customer loyalty by manipulating the strategies and plans of business in a way that satisfies the predicted needs of customers. Fraud detection. Predictive analytics and forecasting are vital in identifying fraud in businesses by utilizing past data to recognize patterns and irregularities that could suggest fraudulent activity. By employing sophisticated statistical methods and machine learning techniques, companies can develop models that identify atypical transactions or actions that are inconsistent with standard practices. For example, by examining transaction records, businesses can reveal trends that point to potential fraud threats, such as abrupt increases in transaction values or frequency from specific accounts. Predictive maintenance. Predictive analytics and forecasting have become invaluable tools in the field of maintenance management, especially in the industries that rely heavily on machinery and equipment. Predictive analytics and forecasting transform traditional maintenance strategies into proactive regimes, enabling organizations to maintain equipment more effectively and efficiently while reducing costs and downtime. By leveraging data and advanced analytic techniques, companies can enhance their maintenance management processes and overall operational performance.
The next one is personalization and recommendation engines. There are three recommendation engines: product recommendation, content personalization, and targeted marketing. ML-powered recommendation engines analyze customer data to suggest product, services, or content that are tailored to you, individual preferences, improving engagement and sales. Content personalization. AI and ML can be used to curate and personalization the content such as news, article, videos, or music that users see based on their interests and behavior. Targeted marketing. Personalized marketing campaigns leveraging AI and ML can deliver highly relevant and effective messages, promotions, and offers to individual customers, increasing engagement and conversion rates. So what is personalization and recommendation engines? It's like a team working together to make your online experience feel more tailored to you. Imagine you're shopping online and you see a bunch of products you've never heard of. That's just a generic store. Now, imagine you see products that are specifically picked for you based on what you've bought before, what you've looked at, or even what you've said you like. That's personalization. Personalization, this is the process of tailoring something to a specific person. It's like making custom-made shirts, but for online experience. Think about how Netflix recommend movies you might like based on what you've watched before. That's personalization. Recommendation engines. Recommendation engines, ito naman yung tools that do the personalizations work. They're like smart assistants that analyze your data, like your browsing history, purchases, and even your location, to figure out what you like. Then they just suggest things you might enjoy, like products, services, or even friends to follow on social media. Limitations of AI and ML. So there are 4 challenges and limitations of AI and ML. The first one is data availability and quality. Successful AI and ML models rely on access to large, high-quality datasets which can be challenging to obtain and maintain. So dito na pumapasok yung quality and quantity ng AI and ML. There needs a lot of high-quality data to work well. If the data is incomplete, inaccurate, or too small, the system won't be accurate or reliable. Number 2 is algorithmic bias. If the training data used to develop AI and ML models contain biases, the resulting models may be perpetuate or amplify those biases in their decision making. So, if The system learns from the data, and if that data is biased, the system will inherit those biases. This can lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. Number 3 is interpretability and explainability. Many AI and ML models, particularly deep learning algorithms, can be difficult to interpret and explain, making it challenging to understand how they arrive at their decision. Dito na din mapasok yung trust and accountability. If we don't understand how an AI system works, it's hard to trust its decision. This can be a big issue when AI is used for critical tasks. So the last one is security and privacy concern. The increased use of AI and ML in sensitive applications such as healthcare and finance raises concerns about data privacy, security, and the potential misuse of these technologies. So dito, ito naman yung nag-gather sa personal data that raises ethical concern about privacy. Ito na din yung nagbabalance data na kailangan ng individual. And many AI and ML systems are complex, making it hard to understand how they reach their conclusion. This lack of transparency can be a problem in areas like healthcare and finance where decision needs to be explainable.
Transparency. Ang AI at ML system ay kailangan transparent. This means, dapat malinaw kung paano sila gumagana at kung ano ang data ang ginagamit nila nang sa ganon ay hindi malito kung sino man yung gagamit kung ano ba ang dapat nilang gawin. Halimbawa, kung gagamit ito ng data sa health records, kailangang ipaliwanag paano ito ginamit para magbigay ng resulta. Yung transparency kasi, kapag pinakita mo yan dun sa taong gagamit nun, sa taong makaka-benefit nun, is mag-gain ka ng trust para dun sa mga gumagamit. Dahil alam nila kung ano yung proseso, kung para saan, at kung saan ginagamit yung mga impormasyon na binibigay nila at kung saan napupunta yung effort nila. Accountability. Dapat may malinaw na responsibility para sa mga desisyon at aksyon ng AI at ML system. Hindi naman porket AI and ML system lang sila is wala silang pananagutan in case na may mangyaring hindi maganda, may mangyaring negative effect yung ginawa nila dun sa naging customers nila or sa mga taong gumamit sa kanila. For example, kung may error ang AI sa hospital diagnosis, sino yung mananagot? Syempre, hindi naman pwede yung AI kasi system lang ng AI. So, ang mananagot dun is yung programmer, kung sino yung company na, kung saan galing yung AI na company. So, sila yung dapat na managot. Kaya para dapat accountable talaga yung company na yon. If ever may mangyaring ganun, dapat alam ng mga tao kung sino yung accountable para in case na mangyari yung mga ganung sitwasyon is alam nila kung sino yung lalapitan nila para ma-resolve yung naging problem. Mahalaga ito lalo na sa mga high-risk areas tulad ng medicine law and enforcement or finance. Ang accountability ay para matiyak na hindi pwedeng basta iasa lahat sa machine. Hindi porket machine, hindi ka na pwedeng managot. Kailangan kapag nag-cause ng matindi ng kamatayan sa kung sino man yung nakatanggap nung negative effect na yun, hindi naman pwedeng kasuhan yung AI, di ba? Kasi system lang siya. So, dapat alam ng mga tao kung sino yung dapat na managot. So, kapag may gantong emergency, is alam nila kung sino yung dapat nilang lapitan para maayos yung problema at kung sino yung dapat na managot. Fairness and non-discrimination. AI and ML models must avoid biases. Halimbawa, kung nag-apply ka sa trabaho at gumamit ang company ng AI hiring system, dapat patas ito at walang discrimination based sa gender or race. Kasi alam naman natin na mostly, especially in Asia, na madalas ma-discriminate yung mga taong nag-a-apply sa work dahil sa gender nila, sa race. Iisipin nila, ay babae ka, so dapat hindi ka angkop sa trabahong ito. Yung tinitingnan nila is yung physical appearance ng tao instead ng skills na kailangan nila. So, yung AI hiring system dapat hindi siya bias para nang sa ganon, yung mga taong karapat-dapat dun sa posisyon na yun is mapunta talaga sa kanya yung trabaho na yun, even though babae siya, maitim siya, mayroon siyang kapansanan, but still able to
perform his or her work. Kailangan matest na ang system para hindi ito makapinsala sa societal fairness. Importante ito para masigurong ang teknolohiya ay inclusive para sa lahat. Privacy and protection. Kailangan respetuhin ang privacy ng tao sa paggamit ng personal data. Hindi porket binigay sa iyo ng tao yung personal data niya is malaya ka nang gawin kung ano yung gusto mong gawin dun sa personal data niya. Tandaan mo, it's not your personal data. So, dapat respetuhin mo yung personal data ng tao na yun. Kapag sinabi niya na yung personal data na yun is gagamitin lang sa specific na bagay na to, sa specific na activity na to, dapat dun mo lang siya gagamitin kasi that's the right of the person na malaman kung para saan yung personal data na binibigay nila. At ikaw bilang ikaw yung may hawak ng personal data nila, dapat marunong kang respetuhin and alam mo kung ano dapat yung privacy, kung ano yung privacy. So, kailangan ikaw lang na pinagkatiwalaan ng tao na yun, ikaw lang yung nakakaalam ng personal data niya. Hindi mo siya pwedeng ipagkalat at hindi mo siya pwedeng baguhin kasi hindi naman siya personal data mo. AI at ML system must comply with data protection laws tulad ng GDPR or iba pang batas sa data security. Siyempre, AI at ML system lang yan. So, pwede siyang ma-hack ng mga hacker. So, pwedeng, if ever na nagko-contain sila ng personal data, is, kailangan talaga kailangan protektahan din nila yung system. Hindi porket system, hindi na kailangan protektahan. Kailangan nilang protektahan yung system dahil, importante, yung mga data, especially yung mga personal data ng mga tao nandun. For example, kung ang AI ay gumagamit ng photos mo, dapat hindi ito ma-leak or ma-abuse. Yun na nga. Kung syempre AI, baka mamaya, pag ginamit mo yung AI, syempre ma-hack siya. So, malay mo, yung mga photos na binibigay mo sa kanya, yung mga photos na pwede niya ma-access sa gallery mo is ma-leak sa public. So, na-invade na nun yung privacy ng personal data mo. So, dapat yung AI is protected siya sa mga hacker para maiwasan yung ganitong scenario. Ang protection ng data ay para masigurong secure ang impormasyon ng bawat user. Kasi ang bawat impormasyon ng user ay importante dahil maaari itong magamit against sa will ng mga tao at makapanloko pa ng ibang tao. So, yung mga nabanggit ko mga ethical considerations ay para masigurong ligtas, patas at maayos ang paggamit ng AI at ML system sa ating society. AI and ML transformative technologies. Ang artificial intelligence at machine learning ay binabago kung paano gumagana ang mga negosyo. Sa customer service, predictive analytics at personalization, mas pinadali nito ang proseso. Alam naman natin na dati, nung mga panahong hindi pa masyadong nag-evolve yung technology natin, is mano-mano pa yung pag-i-encode ng mga inventory, mga information ng mga tauhan sa isang company, and yung pagla-login, log-out ng mga employee is mano-mano siya. Nagla-login pa sila every time. Kaya ang pagta-transform ng technology natin sa pagkakaroon ng artificial intelligence at machine learning is mas pinadali nito yung buhay natin in a way na mas nakatulong siya para mas mabawasan, mas malesen yung mga trabaho and mas hindi na siya time consuming. And next is powerful capabilities ng AI at ML. Kayang gawin ng AI at ML na i-automate ang mga gawain, gawing mas efficient ang mga proseso, at magbigay ng insights na nakatulong para maging mas mabilis at customer-focused ang mga negosyo. Mahalaga ang ethical considerations. Habang lumalawak ang paggamit ng AI at ML, kailangang pagtuunan ng pansin ang mga isyung ethical, tulad ng transparency, accountability, fairness, at data privacy upang maiwasan ang mga problema sa paggamit na to. So, nabanggit ko naman sa previous slide yung kung ano yung mga ibig sabihin ng transparency, accountability, fairness, and data privacy sa AI, kung bakit importante sila na malaman ng mga tao. Ongoing innovation and adoption. Patuloy ang pagdevelop ng AI at ML. Maraming bagong aplikasyon at gamit ang nadidiskubre. Ang mga negosyong handang yakapin ang teknolohiyang ito ay mas may tsansang magtagumpay sa digital na panahon. Siyempre, kailangan mong makasabay sa uso kasi once na hindi ka makasabay sa uso, hindi ka makasabay sa pag-unlad, ay mapag-iiwanan ka. Kapag napag-iwanan ka, mas mawawalan ka ng opportunity na mag-strive pa, na matuto pa. Kaya kailangan once na nag-evolve, habang nag-evolve ang technology, nag-evolve din ang mga tao. Para na sa ganun, makasabay sila at mas mapadali yung buhay nila. And that's all. Thank you for listening to this simple video presentation of ours. I hope you all enjoy and you learn something in this topic, artificial intelligence and machine learning. Thank you. Goodbye.